the Marissa is the precious, or Marissa stole the precious thing. Good morning, everybody. It is 1 in the afternoon here in lovely Ohio, and my brain is not here. Anyway, we're doing Marissa stole the precious thing. This is a really good warm-up, in my opinion. Very steady state, lots of steps, gets the legs moving pretty early without being too technically complex.
Yeah, it's a pretty long song, pretty like around 500 notes if I recall correctly.
And just a reminder, this is a warm-up, so this isn't going to count towards the match, but looks like it might be a close one. Stay steady here at this part. The backing noise is actually a little distracting for it. But it's a good test of consistency if you can MA this well.
Yeah, with a steady BPM of 170, it seems pretty not too fast, not too slow.
JoeSushi just pulling a little bit ahead there. You'll also notice that there are just about no jumps in this chart. What you might also notice is that 500 steps for a 12 is kind of ludicrously high.
But it's one of the easier 12s, the PFC, but the sync can be a little off sometimes.
JoeSushi clinches it by a little bit there, but match is just about to begin. Our first match is going to be Theory of Eternity. Theory of Eternity is another really good 12, just for like timing practice. Not mechanically or tech tricky in the slightest. Very steady, a couple of those quintessential tag rhythms. Mostly we're just excited to hear some tag out here today since tag is visiting for the Mistake on the Lake tournament.
That's pretty neat. Since he was here yesterday, majority of most of the people from Ohio people have probably mostly met him, like me, Ari, and myself.
We're starting out remarkably close here. Joe's still with the PFC. Those 16th rhythms are really what lends the chart its trickiness. Otherwise, it's very straightforward. A great song, too, kind of forgotten about because it's Expert 12, and then the challenge chart is actually a Chalk Arrow 10. So it's kind of one of those hidden gems. Gets buried a little bit. Dreyvas in here closing up that gap very nicely. Joe's still on track for the PFC.
Still neck and neck with. Joe just got the PFC. With 39 perfects.
The second song in our match is going to be PARANOiA Rebirth, which is an Expert 13. Very high BPM.
All right, we're starting the second song, PARANOiA Rebirth.
And this one, like many other PARANOiA charts, is very jack heavy, which can either be a blessing or a curse depending on your play style.
They're both starting pretty darn strong, and this is a pretty rough 13. Not gonna lie, it's 190 BPM. Like I already said, it's a crap ton of jacks, and it's 190 BPM, which is pretty fast.
Honestly, a really good call for them to warm up on Marissa or Still the Precious thing, because it are a lot of the stamina requirements and the higher speed is really going to be something that you want to be warmed up to do for this song. Still neck and neck on this. About to say both still on track for the PFC, but I thought too soon.
A great and a good to follow up.
Dreyvas can still definitely come back though, as anyone's game here. This ending is just brutal. It does not let up on you.
You got the beat, you got the song, you can do no wrong.
Yeah, Dreyvas closing up that gap. Is he gonna get it?
400 combo.
Wow, 4 difference, incredible.
And JoeSushi takes it with 60 perfects.
And 2 PFCs during that round. Really excellent showing. All right, so for our next matchup, we have Ando and Hamaon. Again, they're going to do a warm-up song before the 2 songs for the match. And for our warm-up on this round, we have another really good, like, stamina, get ready to move quickly chart, which is ONYX Expert.
A really solid 14, 200 BPM, no yellow notes at all. It's just you need to learn how to stream. And just basically endurance with around 500 notes.
Turn your body into a metronome for like 2 minutes, and you pretty much got your PFC on ONYX.
Not me. I flagged it yesterday.
Ando starting out strong with a little light combo there.
Look at all that bling. You're the combo king. You're a rock star. You're the only one they can see combo.
said before, ONYX is kind of the quintessential stamina chart. There's a couple of them in every level. It's an analogy in the 13th folder would probably be struggle. You get a little breathing room here, and then it's just right back to the stream.
Yeah.
You got the step, you got the flow. Keep up the perfect combo.
The trick is just to walk into the timing, and
Yep, another break here.
yep, another break.
And now, back to the streams.
I crown you king, the combo king.
Ando doing a great job with the Marvelous is over on his side.
Despite the miss, he's still in the lead.
I love to call this part the song that never ends because it just keeps on going. You're ready to be done, and then it just keeps going. Great work from both sides. Ando takes it by a little bit.
How do we top that? The world is a better place because of that dance. Ongaku, Sakura.
First song is Ska Ska number 3, a song from DDR Supernova 1. One of my favorite songs I grew up playing back in the day. It's pretty darn catchy, and I still like it even after 10 years, more than 10 years later.
Looks like Hama didn't have a score on it. It seems like Ando has the PFC. Some jacks there. I'm super familiar with personally, but seems like a good one to just focus on your timing fundamentals. A little bit step jump there, and then followed by jacks. That can make it kind of tricky.
Yeah, it's a weirdly charted 12, mostly weird with weird sections and a lot of like jacks.
200 combo.
All right, chat, get ready for this part. The step jump part, very easy to mess up here. And here it comes,
There.
she dropped the PSC.
Neck and neck.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Whoa. 1 EX difference, chat.
1 EX. Incredible. Great job to both.
Great. That was incredibly close, chat. I was not expecting that one to be super close.
Some days you're feeling jump steps, some days you are not. Both were feeling jump steps today. Great work.
The power of rhythm games. You get the dopamine from everyone existing next to you.
Well, let's hope nobody's playing dopamine anytime soon.
Or endorphin. Or norepinephrine.
All right, now we'll come. Elite 180 from the last chart. Very high BPM, very stamina. This is Revolution.
This one is a BPM of 202. This has more streams. This has more streams than PARANOiA Rebirth, and it's a lot of step jumps, and it's also very, very lengthy. It's actually a top 5 14 of mine, which I played yesterday.
Hamaon's starting out really strong. Yeah, this song will just wear you down to a nub. You just gotta keep moving. ONYX is a really apt warm-up for this one. Some fun jacks here, followed by some jumps, just eroding all of your stamina.
All right, chat. Here comes the step jumps. Those parts are really easy to either lose MA or eat misses. Pretty rough there by Hamlin.
Ando pulling ahead.
Here comes the stop.
Little break here. Gives you some time to sing along to the woes while you're playing if you're trying to enjoy yourself while playing this chart.
And now back to the jump. Now back to the jacks and the jumps. All right, here comes the last part. You need all the energy in your body to do this part.
If you weren't tired, you are now. Ando still over the head.
And here comes the closer right now.
That might be the first 16 in the entire chart. and Ando takes it.
And Ando closed it out. Close it out with a full combo. Pretty good matches from both competitors on a very stamina-based 14 like this one.
On that max combo, 573. Thanks, Konami. Our next matchup is some familiar faces. We've got Ando and Dreyvas back. Apparently they were really excited to play each other because they're color coordinated. No warm-up on this round, so they're going right into it with RPG.
Show me what you got.
RPG at 9. Good. All right, we're starting off the match with RPG, a very popular 14, and it's a licensed song.
Hope you like doing jacks because there are a lot of jacks in this song.
And
or, excuse me, not jacks.
Drills. And triplets too.
This is an excellent one for if you're early working on 14s, kind of build some of those fundamentals. And then as you build on those fundamentals and sort of move up in difficulties and focus on your timing, it's a good place to showcase how much you've learned. Because initially, those triplets and those drills are pretty hard to time. They're They're a little quick. They're a little tricky. You're moving all over the pads. Both Ando and Dreyvas have no problems with them, though. They're neck and neck.
All right, here comes the drop. Few gallops here and there. Not too shabby. Here comes the one drill.
They are twins in both shirts and score. They are right next to each other. This is anyone's game.
Who's gonna take it?
The ending is just a little tricky, though. And Ando takes it. Great showing from both, though. And 9, which is not an easy 14.
It's actually one of my favorite 14s. In this one, give it. If you haven't seen it, you're in for a real nice treat.
I wonder if we'll be seeing some sudden plus usage on this one. Yeah, highest BPM on this is
396.
yeah, 396.
Because it starts off really slow, and it starts off normal, and then by the drop, the second half, you go really fast.
Looks like we're not using sudden plus here, which means, or they might actually. I'm not sure when you're supposed to switch over to it.
You would normally toggle sudden right before the drop.
You're gonna break the meter. Can't wait to see it. Make some noise. Holla.
Pretty steady so far. Nothing too crazy. So picks up the good.
Ando with a little bit of a lead here.
All right, brace yourself, chat. The speed-up comes right now. Let's do this. Speeding up to 396. This is where the Nine's true colors show, guys. And a few stops are coming right now. And we're about to speed it up again. Feels like Ando's knowledge of playing the 14s has really trained them really well. And the song's about to wrap up with a nice full combo.
Way to go.
And Ando takes it 2-0.
All right, 2 more familiar faces. We have Hamaon versus JoeSushi. So we're just going to get right into it. No warm up here. Everybody's legs are nice and toasty warm.
We're just going to jump right into the news. Oh, what's going on?
stick is going to be Sakura Mirage. This is a really fun 14. Not too hard, not too easy. A good challenge, pulls together a lot of the technical ability that you need to do well on 14s, really.
Yeah. There's a few crossovers here and there, but the main sauce of the dish are the jacks. And there's quite plenty of them. So stick around for that.
First stage. Let's go.
There's one jack.
The first jack always takes me by complete surprise. JoeSushi still seeing in the beginning. I think we've only seen one grade from Hama, so they are neck and neck.
Oh, Sushi just picked up a miss.
Little breather, as some freeze here. Not too long though.
You can do no wrong. Check it out. They're cheering for you.
Looks like both players are choosing. Hama's definitely just double stepping those, which is honestly not a bad call. You can cross them over.
Here comes some yellow notes.
Really fun jumps, in my opinion. They match the song very well. And then we're just going to go off for the rest of it.
A few jacks here and there. Yellow notes, some triplets. Let's see how this ends.
Hama's up by a bit. We'll see if that gap closes. And it looks like Hama takes it. Great showing from both.
Stage clear. That's the end of the story. Full combo glory. These beats are fresh, yo.
And then our second song of the match is going to be sort of Vengeance difficult. In my opinion, one of the hardest 13s. The twisty crossover patterns at the end at 208 BPM are quite the challenge. This one is a real stamina drainer.
I don't think it's one of the hardest, honestly. I think it's like the middle ground, easy middle ground-ish, but not like really easy. Especially at the length with around 500 notes. Still quite the beast to close out.
It's one of those ones that gets easier the more you're better at upper stuff.
Yeah, this is coming from an uppers enthusiast myself.
Select level.
It's actually literally one of my favorite songs in the game.
I have yet to find a Sky Delta song that I don't like. Both players have pretty similar PBs on this, so interested to see how this will turn out.
Show me what you got.
Gives you a nice little ease into it in the beginning so you can kind of get a foothold on your timing. Both players still remarkably close.
All right, it's about to be it gets a little rough now. A few crossovers here and there. Nothing. The spice gets intensifies a little bit now.
difference if it happens. But both players are doing great right now. I think JoeSushi's on track for the PFC at the moment.
Now here comes the break. A little time to relax. A little time to catch up on your energy. Because the parts after this do not mess around.
Little step jumps there to just fire a warning shot. Let you know it's not all easy from there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You got the magic touch combo.
And we are about to get pretty fast and pretty twisty here.
Let's end this strong.
JoeSushi picking up a grade.
Let's see how both players' MA is doing.
And Joe takes it.
And
All right, and we have a tiebreak match here, and we're going to be playing Dengeki no Ki difficult. It's a 12, but it's also really hard for a 12.
I think it's pretty fine for a 12. But I have not played it in a very long time. But I know it has. I think it has a lot of jacks from the
Very jack heavy.
The Dengeki no Ki is one of those songs, like, no matter what difficulty, you just can't seem to mess around with any of them. All right, tiebreaker starts now. Let's do this.
Ready, set, step. Combo after combo. Look at all those combos. You're gonna break the meter. Can't wait to see it. Yo, make some combos.
Here comes the jacks right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's flying and flying. He'll stop.
You can do no wrong.
What jacks that jumps in between.
The nice thing about this chart is it keeps a lot of the shape and character from the expert and the challenge charts. Like those step jumps are kind of very similarly patterned to what you would see in the challenge. Just obviously not as hard.
We don't talk about the expert nor challenge here. Those charts are terrifying as hell.
You're the one that came to see 300 combos.
You will not be seeing them play scales with their feet here in a second, but
Here comes the staircase.
You got the beat, you got the song.
some jacks in there. Had a little complexity. It's a nice fun pattern.
And back to the jackal jump. Let's see how this flows out.
And Joe takes it by a little bit, but great work from both players.
And the winner of this one goes to JoeSushi. That was really good again from both players.
All right, Ando and JoeSushi are going to face off in the next match.
All right. Next up is Ando versus JoeSushi. All right, chat. We're just gonna start off with roppongi Evolved version D. The difficult, the 11. Not the 15, not the 15. We don't talk about the 15 here.
You'll still see plenty of speed chase gimmicks with the 11, though.
Yeah, you're still gonna see the same stuff you see the D.
The really interesting thing with some of these gimmick charts is that since, you know, they don't retain necessarily the same gimmicks in the same places, each chart is kind of its own challenge. You have to learn different things per each chart.
Select level.
So, for those who don't know the roppongis, they're all... Normally there are 3 of them, but this one has a 4th one. They all have 170. All of them are 170. However, this one has a speed up in the middle, and then it goes back to 170 again. Why people would consider roppongi D the hardest of the roppongis.
Both going strong here. Ando's got a slight lead.
All right, here comes the thoughts, chat. Oops, and here comes the speed up right now.
Ando taking a bit of a lead there. Chart familiarity is very important with this.
And back to 170 with Ando using the toggle sudden to compensate.
Come on, everybody, make some noise.
Ando came prepared on this one, and it's something you love to see on the roppongi. Any of the evolved charts, really.
Yeah. All the evolved charts are very unique. They all have a special taste. Your own different sauce, if you know what I mean.
You're a rock star. You're the only one they can see.
And Ando takes it off. Really huge lead.
Yeah, great work.
That lead means he must have studied his chart backhand and fronthand like an SAT exam.
Important thing with these tournaments in general, just having that chart familiarity, studying up, anticipating what people might select, knowing your selections front and back. That's the key to a strong, successful tournament run.
And also like knowing your opponents, like what they're strong with and what they're weak with, and just exploit your differences, your weaknesses, the best way and form possible.
It looks like we're doing triple cross difficult, which is a 13. Gonna be a great test of timing ability here. Triple cross is a very straightforward, just streamy chart with a couple of, quirky rhythmic things. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a test of stamina. It's a little bit of stamina, a little bit of a test of consistency.
Yeah. With a BPM of 196.
Yep.
Second stage.
It's pretty solid, easy 13 with everything already just said.
It's definitely one of the ones to look to when you're interested in trying to get 13 PFCs or even find a good place to start improving on 14, 15 scores. Joe coming out remarkably strong here with the white combo.
And here comes a few crossovers here. Cross-unders. Ooh, a good. Let's do this.
You're dancing like a pro.
such a lovely song from the Red versus Blue event last year.
Looks like Ando's still on track for that PFC. Pulling slightly ahead of JoeSushi, but it's still pretty close. All right, we're back to stream here. Very straightforward patterns here. Nothing tricky, nothing to trip you up. Just gotta keep on time. Both players are doing excellently with that. Very good MAs on that stream.
And Ando closes it out with a PFC. A PFC.
Difference of 4 between the two of them. Really incredible work.
Ooh, 34 perfects. That is pretty spicy. Hey, Dan.
Got some real boomer hours here with Holic. This is a great chart. It's an 11, so it's not terribly tricky, but it's a great place to hone your timing ability on step jumps. Also, the sync is like eerily perfect. You'll be hard pressed to find a better sync song in this game.
Yeah, Holic's one of the old school players. If you play the song way back in the day, this song would be very good for you. But I forget which mix it came from.
Setting up for a nice steady stream here. This is one of those songs that is just really great to kind of lean into playing it. Those trancey beats that are just like, I don't know, you settle into a good rhythm on this chart.
I crown you king, the combo king.
Both are very close, but it's time to start some of that jumping. Just gonna see some step jumps and jacks pattern in here.
You're the combo king. You're gonna break the meter. Can't wait to see it.
There we come now. It's very easy to choke the ending if you're not ready for it. And
There we go.
Stage clear.
they take the first set.
One grade on each side.
I just want you in my thread. I just want you in my thread. Oh, they're gonna play. Next second song, chat is called Shinetsu, or that if I'm getting it right.
Shakanetsu.
Shakanetsu Beach Side Bunny.
Or as I knew it before I started playing Dance Dance Revolution in 2DX, that song that sounds a lot like Shots.
The song's very it's notorious for the 15. We're not playing the 15 though. Ugh.
I haven't seen the 11 in a hot minute, but I'm pretty sure it's quite jumpy.
Don't worry, I played the 11 a while back.
Let's go.
And here comes the typical yo. A lot of jumps there. Your body has to be physically ready for those.
That's what I'm talking about. You got the magic touch.
So they just keep coming and coming.
Combos.
Now here's some decent streams. Nothing too bad. Just 153. Now back to the jump.
Can't wait to see it.
Both neck and neck.
Now back to streams again. Very soothing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Neither of them gave up very much of anything there. We are still very close to being tied.
They're trading perfect back to back. Wonder who's gonna close this out. Forgot to mention this is a very long song. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yo. And Dreyvas takes it.
Stage cleared.
Folks, what's a flag with one gray?
You know it. You love it. It's da 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 da. I hope I said the right number of dots there. Not going to go off quite as much on the drills as in its expert and challenge charts, but
Yeah.
still some fun drilling to be had here.
Yeah. It's da 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 12. But it's an 11 now.
Final stage. Show me.
All right, chat. Ready?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all those combos. So nice.
Both doing very well here, just kind of trading perfects at this point.
100 combos.
Still seem tight, but still anyone's game.
Yo, make some noise. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
100 combos.
Get your DAWs in chat ready.
Come on, everybody, make some noise.
All right, once he has ends. And Dreyvas close it out.
Stage clear.
And that's gonna be a wrap for that set.